Behind the smiling faces are real problems that senior citizens face every day.
What is dignity? I live dignity 24/7, 52 weeks of the year for the past 25 years.
Welcome to an incredible journey of one of India's most respected organizations that helps senior citizens lead active lives through various productive aging and social support services. Dignity Foundation. Dignity Foundation has been modelled on a multi-directional stimulation to give the senior citizens a life of dignity, of productive aging. And in the words of famous psychologist Erik Erikson, aging is not an end in growth and development, but one to excel in a number of socio-cultural cognitive contributions to society. So how does one measure the impact of Dignity Foundation's work on the senior citizen segment in India? Here is the Dignity story in chronological order. It started in 1995 with the spectacular launch of Dignity Dialogue at the hands of late T.N. Seshan, India's respected election commissioner. Dignity Dialogue remains India's first magazine for senior citizens that has been published from 1995 without a break in spite of several fund stoppages. 1996 saw the launch of Dignity Companionship, senior citizens counselling centres to attend to the elderly who are lonely and seek company. An estimated number of 7,200 senior citizens have been helped, and even today, volunteers visit homes and keep telephonic contact with senior citizens. In 1997, the launch of Dignity Lifeline, the flagship of Dignity Foundation that operates in 7 cities, spots and addresses elder abuse. 1998, launch of Dignity Second Careers. To generate jobs for retirees, computer training classes were conducted in collaboration with NIIT, sponsored by ICICI Prudential. Some 220 retirees were given jobs. 1998, launch of Dignity Civic Services. A chance meeting with the Municipal Commissioner in 1997 led to a massive collaboration project with BMC in the name of Dignity Civic Service, giving a big push to Dignity Foundation to spread its network across 24 municipal wards. 1998, launch of Chennai chapter. 500 members got together and started services. Dignity Helpline, Dignity Companionship, Dialogue with Dignity. Today there are 4 Chai Masti centres and a dementia daycare centre. Also, the COVID project of Chennai Municipal Corporation was awarded to Dignity Chennai, a massive collaboration project of building COVID awareness. Chennai won the Best Chapter Award in 2019. 1999, Security with Dignity. Modelled on Bombay Municipal Corporation collaboration, Mumbai Police enrolled 10 dignitarians per police station for 110 police stations. Elders living alone were reached out. 1999, launch of Dignity HSBC Investment Club. This was a regular feature every month over a 2-year period to discuss wise investment options and related subjects. 2000, launch of Bangalore chapter. In 10 years, the Bangalore chapter blossomed into a full-grown adult with 2,000 members. 2000, launch of Kolkata chapter. Dignity Helpline, companionship services, ration supplies, and rescue support to an old age home about to be closed by the government are the pride of services in Kolkata chapter. 2001, launch of Government of Maharashtra ID card. If there should be a singular achievement of Dignity Foundation, it is this: identity endowment to a most neglected population segment, the 60 plus. 12 lakh ID cards distributed. 2002, ration supplies to the poor. To indigent poor old, instead of handing over cash, Dignity Foundation came up with distribution of rice, wheat and food grains out of funds raised through donations. 2002, Suraksha Bandhan. Launched by the President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the wristband Suraksha Bandhan was tied by kids in schools to their grandparents at home. 5 lakh bands were distributed in each chapter. For the inauguration, 35 chief dignitarians went to Delhi to meet the President. 2003, line walking patrol for Mahanagar Gas. The lead established by Dignity volunteers of the Mumbai Municipal Corporation project gave rise to several other volunteers' mobilization for various public works in the city of Mumbai. 2004, Dignity Dementia Daycare Centers. To serve people affected by dementia, Dignity set up a daycare center in Chennai, which is now a role model of how caring employees of an NGO can be. During these COVID days, the staff hasn't missed a single day speaking to members on phone. 2005, Voice of Dignity. A monthly tabloid newspaper was launched voicing the rights of senior citizens on the occasion of a decade of Dignity Foundation. This was the commencement of advocacy activities vis-a-vis the government, business and allied enterprises. 2006, Dignity Lifestyle Retirement Township. The first of its kind in India, an exclusive haven for retirees, was conceived by a newly formed trust by name of Dignity Lifestyle Trust. Dignity Lifestyle is a pioneering venture in elder care, now housing 150 residents in Nerul. With a unique financial structure, it is a 30 crore project built without any bank loan. 2006, Dignity newsletter for members. Distinctly different from the earlier magazine, with an experienced editor compiling text, the newsletter that started in black and white changed in 2018 to a higher quality. Today, it is a popular format for members. 2006, Dignity on Wheels. Launched in collaboration with the Lions Club of Bombay, Dignity on Wheels is a reach-out program to senior citizens living in all corners of Mumbai, especially the poor who cannot come to the foundation office to avail of services. 2006, member of AARP Global Network. As a constituent member of this mega corporation of senior citizens of USA, Dignity Foundation was introduced to the global community in aging, creating the base for the 2010 launch of an annual membership scheme. 2007, Chai Masti Centers. Its popularity gave rise to 30 other centers all India that are meant for loneliness mitigation. Euphemistically, these are called by the lighter sounding name Chai Masti. 2010, Dignity Donor Privilege Program. With the generous funding of Rs 5 crores, ICICI Foundation helped Dignity spread its wings and expand its membership base. A vibrant discount scheme on all products and services used by senior citizens was inaugurated by the Union Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment, Shri Mukund Vasnik, in 2010. 2010, launch of Pune chapter. 2 centers for very poor elders and 3 centers for the middle income group retirees are keeping the flag of Pune chapter flying high and colorful. Ration supplies to a leprosy colony, Chai Masti centers and events are the programs currently operational. 2011, Dignity Retirement Expo. A 5-city event took place to showcase products, services and related information relevant to the commercial market called Senior Citizens in India. This was the first time the market identification and the business potential in aging was showcased in India. 2014, Campaign for Dignity. In collaboration with Campaign India, a print and digital media of the advertising world in India, Dignity Foundation launched a contest among the young professionals of advertising agencies for giving expression to their views about elders. 2014, Integrated Social and Health Security for Poor Old. Sponsored by National Stock Exchange, this program reached out to 15,000 poor old in the slums of Mumbai, Matunga Labour Camp, Dharavi, Sain East and Jogeshwari East, delivering daily counselling in health hygiene, nutrition, mental health and crisis intervention for elder abuse. 2015, launch of Jogeshwari Daycare Centre. Funded by American Express, this centre was set up for 100 senior citizens to use it daily, including having one midday meal there. Healthcare and other information-based talks are held every day. 2016, Bus to Health. Sponsored by Deutsche Bank for Rs 75 lakhs, this project enabled us to bus the poor old for regular checkups to the hospital called Doctors for You in Mankhurd. 2017, launch of Anandayans. At the request of Ramesh Narayan, President, Rotary Club of Bombay, Dignity Foundation set up 2 centres of Chai Masti, catering to poor senior citizens, one in Baikala and one in Dr. Moses Road, Worli. For 3 hours daily, some 60 members in each centre benefit from talks, participatory games, outings and other stimulating activities. 2017, re-inauguration of Delhi chapter. Today, Dignity Helpline, ration supplies and 3 Chai Masti centres are functional in Delhi and neighbouring Gurgaon, even as advocacy work with the central government is being carried on. 2018-19, launch of skill development centres. Sponsored by Nihchal Israni Foundation, the elderly poor in 4 slum locations in Mumbai learnt recycled newspaper bag making and selling them in the market, earning about Rs 1,000 to Rs 1,500 per month. 2021 will see the launch of Dementia Care Centre, a residential facility at Nerul with accommodation for 80 members will hopefully see the light of the day in March 2021. State-of-the-art Snooze lawn therapy through a high-tech multisensory stimulation for people with dementia will be a key feature, the first of its kind setup in India. Over the last 25 years, the Dignity Foundation has done path-breaking and incredible volume of work, and all of it would not have been possible without a visionary at the helm. So what goes into the making of brand dignity? How were the early years? Let's hear the story of 25 years from some of its key stakeholders as it evolved.
One evening, I remember, we were sitting in the balcony. There was Dr. Shilu Srinivasan, Mr. Srinivasan, and I. The 3 of us were chatting about people and people's concerns and so on. And one thing led to another, and this entire subject about retirement came up. And the word retirement itself seemed to have some negative connotations, because the moment you're saying you're retired, you feel like a condemned car. Can you imagine? Nobody wants to be feeling that way. So we talked about the feelings of the people when they are retired and what happens to them after they're retired.
I remember way back in 94-95 when you started that elderly care meant running old age homes. And you first articulated that the elderly must have a rich, happy, fulfilling life and enjoy their time after retirement. And that was a refreshingly different concept.
I ruminate over and over again what sort of a value addition I can bring to the lives of senior citizens so that they enjoy a very fulfilling and in fact even a fun-filling life.
I remember the early years, there was Dignity Companionship, which was all about really providing help, companionship to those who were lonely. From this, it then developed into Dignity Helpline. Some senior citizens really needed assistance very desperately. And so Dignity put in place an infrastructure in order to make sure that there was someone available Sometimes it was medical help, sometimes it was legal help, or even just emotional help that was available to senior citizens. Dr. Shilu Srinivasan, the founder, has been a relentless champion for the cause of senior citizens and the voice of senior citizens.
Very early on, I got two insights that the senior citizens segment of the population needs to be looked at precisely from two groups. The first group, of course, the very poor, people living below the poverty level, for whom food, shelter, clothing, housing are the requirements. Number two, a very important but often neglected segment is the middle income group retirees who have retired 26 years ago and whose very meager pensions hardly look after a very decent standard of living. And this has been my advocacy with the government, not to look only at the very poor old, but also the middle income group, because even today after 25 years, we keep listening to them every day on a day-to-day basis, and I learn about newer and newer problems that they have.
Probably not even conscious about the best practices in public-private partnership, Dignity Foundation embarked on a collaborative project with the BMC, followed by Mumbai Police, going up to the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment at the central government to draft the National Policy of Older Persons in 2013.
My academic background in social work and sociology has really helped me to find a raison d'etre to come up with the scientific premises of productive aging, upon which I can build an entire edifice of providing services one after the other.
What is gratifying for me is to see that 25 years have flown. I can't imagine we have done 25 years there. And 25 years and her enormous achievement in this entire field in terms of recognition, in terms of work, in terms of making a difference to people, in any way which you look at it, Dignity Dialogue and Dignity Foundation have made a huge difference to people.
Let me congratulate Dignity Foundation for this glorious journey of 25 years. My association is approximately about 12 or 13 years old, and I've enjoyed every moment of being associated with Dignity Foundation. In a small way, we've tried to make an impact on the government to do the right things for the senior citizens and taken up causes one by one.
Advocacy is extremely important because at the end of the day, to truly serve senior citizens, significant changes need to be made at a systemic level by the government. So Dignity has partnered with many NGOs and other organizations to be the voice of senior citizens at the government level. In fact, the government calls upon Dignity for consultation in many areas where there are bills that are introduced or any laws related to senior citizens that have been passed or they're planning to pass them as well.
As Dignity has grown in the last 25 years and expanded all the work that it has done, I think two things have really stood out. One is the care that all the volunteers have shown for all the people they serve. I think that sense of service orientation is really unmatched and has been reflected in the many letters that Dignity has received from grateful families. But the second thing, which is the most important thing for me, Shilu, is your sense of being positive and your sense of having a full and happy life for the elderly.
Cheerfulness is a kind of a lubricant that makes things happen without difficulty. And that's what Dignity is all about. It is about cheerfulness. It is about a way in which you deal with important things without actually making it look so serious. And if Dignity has come and finished 25 years so effectively, it is also because of this ingredient of cheerfulness that has always been part of the Dignity way of doing things.
Dignity has done a fantastic job of bringing together senior citizens in platforms such as Chai Masti and the various events that they organize, speaking at numerous forums across India as well as even globally. Dr. Shilu Srinivasan has put forward the point of view of senior citizens to make society aware of their special needs and concerns, both their aspirations as well as their anxieties. Loneliness among senior citizens, mental health, including dementia, Alzheimer's, are all areas that our society needs to be much more educated upon. And so Dignity, with the help of media and advertising agencies, ran a campaign to educate senior citizens and the society at large about these issues that really impacted this segment of the society.
With World Elders Day being celebrated every year in October for the past 25 years, other quarterly events have ranged from dance and drama competition, literary presentations, frontiers in medicine, photography and videography contests.
I'd like to also say that Dignity has been catalyzed by the quarantine. In fact, during lockdown, one would have expected that an organization like this might not reach out. But in fact, their community outreach has almost been magnified, and digital has been an amazing catalyst for Dignity to reach out to a large number of senior citizens. They've been incredibly innovative in the kinds of programs that have been organized for senior citizens. They've managed to get all of them online. And one of the more memorable events that were organized was a fashion show in which senior citizens had to choose an apparel, a garment, which had great meaning to them and record a short piece. And they even had Dolly Thakur go through all of the entries, choose winners, and a whole show was put together. All of this very inspirational and motivating for members.
I think the journey has not been a bed of roses. I would say it's more than a fair share of troubles and difficulties we have had. For example, 3 months after I start publishing magazine Dignity Dialogue, my sponsor dies. 15 years later, a donor who gave us 5 crores says, give it all back, refund it. 3 persons whom I thought would be my ideal successors turned out to be poor choices. So how many mistakes we keep making in life. Funds issue has been there from day one. Not a single day we have not struggled how we are going to be making the payment. But I also realized, dane dane pe likha hai paane wale ka naam. Therefore, if the word dignity is written on the 1 rupee coin, where else will it go? It will come to Dignity Foundation. Life is like a road with lot of bends, ups and downs. And our challenge is all about tackling the human energy. Our souls are all the time fighting, winning, losing, battling, all on the battleground of human energy. I've also learned that when there are a lot of difficulties and struggles that you face, the best option is to keep quiet, speak less till the trouble goes away. In running Dignity Foundation and Dignity Lifestyle Trust, I have experienced this so many times. Anyway, unmindful of all this, we have kept marching on, 25 years, service after service, all with a view to providing productive aging opportunities.
The awareness for or the association of Dignity Foundation with what is good for elder people is a very strong association. And I'm absolutely delighted that we have completed this journey of 25 years, and I see that another 25 years will flow before we know what's happening, and a huge amount of difference would have been made in this.
This has only been the first 25 years. I'm sure that the next 25 are going to be even more enriching than the last 25. There's a lot of work to be done. However, the track record, the legacy, the good work that the organization has done has strengthened the reputation. And I hope that more corporations and individuals will be really inspired by the organization's services and will come forward to contribute in a very meaningful and significant way to help this extremely mission-driven organization on its ambition of reaching and impacting every senior citizen in India.
It was with pride that Dignity Foundation Board of Trustees recorded and registered the central government's biggest honor in 2009, the Vayo Shrestha Samman, that deservingly went to Dr. Shilu Srinivasan, the founder for economic leadership in aging in India.
The trustees have strongly stood by me. My very dear family, my husband Gopal Srinivasan and my daughter Lulu Raghavan, Sridhar, who has been there from day one, friends like him, and corporates who became friends. Ultimately, the 99 full-time staff and part-time who are working in Dignity Foundation and all their past colleagues have been there contributing immensely to the growth and development of Dignity Foundation. I remain ever so grateful.
As Dignity turns 25, here is looking forward to the next 25 of continuing productive aging and enriching life experiences that will create a positive difference to the golden years of living.